But tonight there will be no arguing with Jeremy
Graphics animate,
so he's in
adult
charge.
It is 10 o'clock, the polls have closed, the general election is over, and our exit poll is predicting that the Conservatives are the largest party.
It is only an exit poll. I think we have to wait until all the votes have been counted.
Well, the exit polls are very striking. They're completely at odds with all of the opinion polls we've had for the last 6 weeks.
We need to treat this exit poll with extreme caution.
Laura Donald, would you believe that an exit poll, if this exit poll is remotely accurate, would there be any need for coalition negotiations, or would David Cameron simply carry on?
Well, if the exit poll turns out to be correct, then I think we're looking at a scenario where David Cameron remains as Prime Minister.
Let's go now to Sky's election analyst, Professor Michael Thrasher of Plymouth University.
The size of the swings is actually lower in Labour's favour than the exit poll was suggesting.
You think it's going to be pretty spot on the basis of these first few results? They're consistent with your exit poll findings?
Yes, they are, Adam. I mean, it's the same method that we've used in 2010. There is a 77-seat gap, I think, in terms of the Conservative Labour seat projections, and that's a huge gap. The surge in the SNP vote is really taking us all by surprise.
This is the declaration in Nuneaton, a key target for Labour.
The Conservative Party candidate, 20,000.
That is first blood in what's expected to be a gushing artery for the SNP this evening. The SNP gain Kilmarnock from Labour. Liberal Democrats lose their deposit.
Mary Black, Scottish National Party, 23,000.
Douglas Alexander has lost his seat. Mary Black, the 20-year-old, is the new MP for the SNP.
I appreciate that this is a blow for Douglas Alexander. I truly hope he will remain to see his future in politics once he is recovered from this result.
17 seats in Scotland declared so far. All of them are held by the Scottish National Party now. 14 of them gains. Let's just have a look at those gains. Paisley, Redbridge, North, Kirkcaldy, Beat, Rutherglen. That's it. Jim Murphy loses his seat in Renfrewshire East. The leader of Scottish Labour is no longer an MP. Yet another scalp for the SNP tonight.
A lot of people are already starting to say it's a very grim night for Labour, and particularly for Ed Miliband.
I think they genuinely didn't expect the results that we've seen so far. The mood in the camp before had been relatively relaxed, certainly when I've been spending time over the last few weeks. So I think the scale of the losses in Scotland and the fact that even in England and Wales as well, it doesn't look like they've had the night they expected. And as a result, this is why sources across the party, some former MPs, for example, saying to me that actually they think that Ed Miliband needs to go as a result.
It is an extraordinary statement of intent from the people of Scotland. The Scottish Lion has roared this morning across the country.
Douglas Carswell, that is the first UKIP MP to be elected at a general election.
Were you ever in any doubt?
Well, I don't take anything for granted, but it was nice to see things stack up on the table.
Please,
Vince Cable is out. Tanya Mathias, he joins the long list of senior Liberal Democrats to lose their seats tonight.
Big thanks to Vince Cable, who has been an amazing local MP.
60 Meanwhile, back in the gallery and news operations centre, nervous moments. Will we be first to get to the Prime Minister?
Above all, I want to thank the voters of West Oxfordshire who have elected me again. It's a huge honour to serve you.
Nick Clegg clearly hinting earlier that his position might not be there any longer, and a former special advisor for him also saying Lib Dems will never do a coalition deal again.
Well, if you're waking up, it has been quite an evening, quite a roller coaster of various different newslines. Remember, just yesterday, all the pollsters saying this was too close to call. It's a seat map, it's a representation of the country with all of the different constituents in these constituencies, these kind of hexagonal shapes. But most of all, look up at Scotland, that yellow across Scotland. Up until last night, that was mainly red.
Ali Campbell will probably use his kilt tonight. I think should put on a public display. We'll sell tickets. He can use his kilt tonight. And I'll tell you another question next week again. The real question is, where are we? And we are bruised, of course, set back, of course.
Is independence now inevitable in time?
The election wasn't about independence. I made that clear consistently and repeatedly during the election.
We are still projecting 2 for UKIP, although we know that things are certainly dragging out in down south.
Conservative Party candidate,
And now let's show personal disappointment I have. This result is as nothing compared to the sense of sorrow I have at the result that Labour achieved.
Something odd happened in terms of the polls. It was closed in yesterday, but then when people went into the polling booths in those margins, it didn't work.
Flashing sign there, declaration is imminent in fact.
16,026. The Conservative Party candidate.
Again, you can see what's happened.
18,838.
A cultural icon and a record.
Nigel Farage, the UKIP leader, failing to take the seat of Thanet South.
I said UK, France, Germany, Italy, just about everywhere.
But look
at
what about
Gangnam Style dance routine.
And I know we get
parodied by David Cameron, Barack Obama, Ban Ki-moon.
But they don't actually keep. But I'm a man of my word. I don't break my word. So I should be writing.
Ban Ki-moon reckons that it's all a force for world.
Let's look at the next board. Get the map on the saying that I am as I bring them on.
Nick Clegg, is he going to be the next to go? Hard on the heels of Nigel Farage. Of course, it must be remembered he was back in Parliament. He won his seat, one of the 3 Lib Dems that did. But is he going to continue to lead the party? We'll find out.
Clearly the results have been immeasurably more and
60 News Room.
For that, of course, I must take responsibility, and therefore I announce that I will be resigning as leader of the Liberal Democrats.
So who
Leadership election will now take place according to the party's
cultural icon and a record. Yes, Gangnam Style has now become the most watched YouTube video ever. It's #1 in the UK, France, Germany, Italy, just about everywhere. And what about that Gangnam Style dance routine? Been parodied by David Cameron, Barack Obama, Ban Ki-moon.
Friends, this is not the speech I wanted to give today, because I believe that Britain needed a Labour government. I still do, but the public voted otherwise. And now it's time for someone else to take forward the leadership of the party. So I'm tendering my resignation, taking effect after this afternoon's commemoration of BE Day at the Cenotaph. We've come back before, and this party will come back again.
And so the Labour leader stands down.